My Gavanen Melodine, and well met indeed. I am Adrian Earthen, and welcome back to Middle-earth as we continue on as Dunland. Now, quick announcement before we begin. Janet Barker... No, I jest. I am going to give you a quick announcement, though. The chart. I have been pondering, and I've come to the conclusion that I'd like to change some things up. So I'm going to change the way the channel has uploaded its content for quite some years now and revert back to an earlier system that I used to use that I think is probably, now that we've had years of this system, for my own enjoyment, I think is going to be better. And what that is to say is what we are going to do is, instead of having 1 week of Dunland, 1 week of Reunited Kingdom, 1 week of Dunland, 1 week of Reunited Kingdom, I'm going to do 2 videos of each per week instead. So, and I'm going to stagger them, boy, girl, boy, girl. So it's going to be Dunland, like today, you're getting Dunland, and then tomorrow you'll get Reunited Kingdom, and then there'll be an Age of Empires video, or in the random slot in the middle of the week, and then you'll get another Dunland video, and then another Reunited Kingdom video. So that's something that I'm going to change up and see how we get on with that. So do let me know if you prefer or dislike it. So the alternative at the moment is that you'd get 3 Divide and Conquer videos per campaign a week. And one of them might be a little bit longer than the other 2. But now instead you're going to get 2 per week, but you'll get 2 every week. So previously it was in a 2-week period you'd get 3 of each campaign, and now you will get 4 of each campaign over that same 2-week period. So you do end up getting more. Just some people like the all or nothing approach. Some people like the staggered approach. But I'm going to stagger it and see how we get on. So there we are. That was my quick announcement. Very quick, lightning fast. We are playing as Dunland. We have taken the city of Bregnas. Dunland are coming back to get it. Felleroff has come, and he's hoping to claim that. We might be all right. Depends how much cavalry he has, but I think we might be able to hold that. Our primary army in Dunland is gathering, and we're assembling all that we can to push down and hopefully take Foldberg. I want Foldberg, not Eisenrun, because then we stop Rohan getting in from their primary regions. They've got some bits and bobs down here, as Catalan is showing to us. But we don't need to worry too much about that. Derwath will be a bit of a unit-producing haven, but the others I don't think will be too much of a trouble. So, we're focusing on taking Foldberg, and we're going to break them there. When we've got Foldberg, troops can then come in from behind and mop up these other ones, depending on if Bregnas survives or not. So at the moment, we're just gathering our troops up in Dunland. Some of you have outright said that the army in the last episode, I think we can just end the turn, the army in the last episode that tried to go past Dunland and hit us up in Beirig, many of you, and by many I mean 3, have outright said that the AI would simply never do that. They would not attack a region they don't border. So they might walk towards it, but they would never in a million years attack it. And I'm afraid to say that I just disagree with that. The AI has and will attack regions that are one behind the border. I've seen it in many, many campaigns. And they do it. It is a thing that they do. Right, this is the army. We are outnumbered. We have worse troops than them, generally speaking. And annoyingly this time, this is not a very cavalry-heavy army. And I think we might lose. But I'm not too disappointed at that, because we've diverted this army away from our main army. We've forced them to come and hit us. And we've managed to burn most of Bregnas to the ground, and which gave us a substantial amount of money. So I will take that and toddle off to the bank with it, gracious and grateful for my money. Right, they've got to come through that gate. We do have some clan hunters who are the javelin, the stone throwers, and we've got some javelins, but otherwise not as great. Now I think my thinking here is that the steep slope, we need to use the steep slope to ensure that we get the maximum potential out of our boys, because we don't have enough ranged units to make blobbing them up at the gate do anything, and there are no towers, so there's no point blobbing up at the gate anyway. So we're going to pull everyone back. Foul and border guards have proven to be a phenomenal unit on these slopes, but pikes, this is where pikes absolutely shine. I'm going to put some clan spearmen over this side just in case as well, but the bulk of the army is going to go on this right hand side, I think. Now, I know what you are all thinking. And once the battle gets underway and we wait for Rohan every now and then, I am, I'm afraid, going to inundate you with my thoughts on the Eurovision Song Contest today. Because it's about the only non-Dac related thing I talk about on the channel at any real point. So whether you want it or not, you're going to get my thoughts on that. And if you don't want it, I apologise. But at least it gives you some sort of background viewing whilst we There's not really enough of them to make a thick line, is there? That's going to be a bit of a problem. They will pay. Oh, something I was going to show you as well, just about the game. Someone asked if I can make the voices louder, but unfortunately, the voices of units in the battle is actually the special effects slider and not the speech slider. Speech is only used on the campaign map. I know it's really, really bizarre why they have done that, and I have no idea why Creative Assembly chose that decision, but they did, and that's what we live with. So, in order to make the people sound louder that are beneath me, shouting up at me, I either A, have to get closer to them, and then you can hear them a bit better. But unfortunately, to make them any louder, you make all the special effects louder, which, as you can hear in the background, you can hear them marching. Well, to make their voices louder, the marching sound has to get louder, and it gets to a point where it gets a little bit obnoxious and just an annoying pain in the ears, to be honest. So that's a little bit of technical information for you. Technical information. Right, you're going down there, and then you, slingers, this is where you're going to shine. Sling to your heart's content. Oh, the fishermen aren't really going to do anything. You can stand there. If you do get any javelin shots off, then go for it. But try not to die, as you are our captain. Alright, let's speed her up. Alright, so now we wait. Have they got ballistas? Is that what's happening? Yes, they have. Are you actually shooting at us with them, or are you just standing out there? Oh, no, they are shooting. Right. There we go. What are they shooting at? Are they shooting at us? Oh, no, they are trying to hit the wall. This is one of the benefits of this settlement, is despite the fact that in real life you would just step over that wall, that is not a deterrent. For the settlement's purposes, it is considered a wall, despite the fact that there's ground in the way, so the siege is just going to waste itself. But that doesn't make any difference. Those ballista crews were never going to attack the gate anyway, so we don't really need to worry. So, right, apologies. My thoughts on Eurovision then. I think that Ukraine winning was an inevitability. We all knew that they were going to win. The fact that they won with 439 out of a possible 468 public votes is insane. I think it means that nearly every single country gave them the maximum 12 points, and only 2 or 3 didn't. And of the 2 or 3 that didn't, they still gave them either 10 or 9. So absolutely outrageous. I will say, on the one hand, it's a little disappointing that they won with an absolutely outpouring of support like that. I know that sounds really harsh and horrible, but their song was good, and it's a top 5 song, but any number of nations had better songs. I'm not bothered that we didn't win and they did. I just mean, from a viewer of the Eurovision Song Contest for my entire life, it always disappoints me when songs win because of things going on. I know that it sounds really harsh and horrible, and many of you will say I'm cold-hearted bastard, but to my mind, a song contest should be judged on the songs that are submitted and not on what the nation's going through. Because let's be honest, not all of Ukraine would watch the Eurovision Song Contest anyway. And of those that did, are they really going to now feel like, yes, we can now fight off Putin, absolutely no trouble, we've won the Eurovision Song Contest, what a huge morale buff this is going to be? There'll be, obviously, some of them will take some solace from it, that Europe stands behind them, but the fact that we've been shipping weapons to them for months should probably tell them that we're behind them. So I'm all for Ukraine. I tried not to talk about it on the channel, but I'm hugely pro-Ukraine. I'm very pleased that Britain has really gone out of its way to support. I think it's about the only thing that Boris has ever actually done right, the bumbling buffoon. I try not to be political on the channel to the absolute best that I can, but I absolutely hate Boris Johnson. Anyway, so moving on. I was a little disappointed that they won because of the sympathy vote, but their song was good, and I think they would have got a top 5 anyway, so it's not the end of the world. And I don't care that we came second, because if Ukraine hadn't have gotten the sympathy vote, I don't think we would have won anyway, because if you don't know, the UK came second. We had 466 points, but Spain had 458, I think, or did we have 466? Yeah, well, I think we had 466 and they had 459, maybe. We were really close, is the moral of the story. So if all of those votes that went to Ukraine, just because, oh, it'll do them good, if they were then shared out amongst the rest of Eurovision, I don't think we would have won. I don't think we would have clinched it. And anyway, I wouldn't be sour that they beat us, because I'm not. It's the Eurovision Song Contest. It's not anything really important, so I'm not too bothered. But anyway, putting that aside, I was absolutely thrilled that Moldova got the most televote points after Ukraine. That was absolutely fantastic. Their song is such a banger, and I have listened to it so much since. And I would have been so thrilled if Moldova had won. Are you going to do absolutely nothing? No, they are moving some things in. They have got some archers. I don't know why they don't use their archers. But I was really pleased about Moldova. I was also quite pleased, and I know, again, this is another thing in the Gallo is an absolute prick category. Pardon the blue language. I was so thrilled that Switzerland got 0 points because Switzerland and Azerbaijan both did pretty badly in the televotes, and damn well, because they sent jury bait songs that were so boring to listen to. And when they released the votes from the semi-finals, Switzerland and Azerbaijan got almost no televotes at all. So they only made it to the final because the juries voted them in, and therein lies the only problem with the jury televote split, is that means that of all the 180 odd million people watching Eurovision, not a single one of them wanted Switzerland or Azerbaijan to be there. And it just feels a little bit of a disconnect then. It's like critics, basically. It's critics and the public voting for a movie. And you see it all the time on like Rotten Tomatoes, don't you? Where the critics think it's amazing. And then the people that actually watch it don't like it at all. And there's always this odd disconnect between the two. So I was pleased that Switzerland and Azerbaijan didn't do very well. And of course, I thought our song was absolutely fantastic for the first time in years. The last entry for the UK that I've actually really liked was Embers, to be honest, last year. But he couldn't sing live, so I understand why we did poorly. But before Embers, the only other Eurovision song I've liked is the last time we won in 1997 with Love Shine a Light, which I really like. I think it's a fantastic song, even if she is American anyway, so we cheated to win. But I haven't liked any of our songs, but I really, really liked our one this time. And I appreciate that nothing is happening in the background, but I did think that those of you that like Eurovision would stay and listen to me speak anyway, and those that didn't would probably skip all this. But so that's my thought. If you have a specific question about Eurovision, please ask, and I will get to it in the comments. I do read the comments still every single day, go through them all. So if you have a specific question, I will go and check it out. But otherwise, I will save you the rest of this few minutes of nothing because it looks like they've bugged out. So I'll cut out the rest of this battle from here on after. I would love to hear your thoughts on Eurovision. What do you think about Ukraine winning? What do you think about Serbia and Constractor doing so well? I thought her song was pretty good as well, Biti Strava. And that's not the name of the song, but that's just the catchy bit. And let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you thought of Eurovision. Do you think the UK should have won, or do you think Spain or Sweden would have beaten us if Ukraine didn't get the outpouring of support? And let me have your thoughts on all of it. And if you have a question, please ask and I will answer it. But I appreciate there are not many of you that both watch the channel and follow Eurovision, so I won't waste any more of your time. Welcome back. The day is ours. They didn't attack at any point, so that battle map, maybe it's just a one-off bug. That's what we pray and hope for, but it might be something a little more sinister. Who's to say? Who is to say? With the plan, and I shouldn't mention it because it wouldn't matter anyway, but you might be looking at me and thinking, oh, Galley's head looks a little redder than normal. And that's because I record as soon as I get in from work and I've just cycled home. And as we are now going into the summer, cycling home is turning into a heat-filled affair. And I'm warm. It's warm. It beats down upon my head. Dunyard has completed a leather worker. We shall arm our peasants. They will no longer walk into battle with their sun burning down on their skin. No, 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 no. Instead, it shall cook them from inside as they coat themselves in the dead hide of the cows and the beasts. Can you go in there, or are you going to moan at me?
Your will, my lord.
No. You're blocked by Captain Freylaf.
My lord.
Well, there's no point getting you killed off, is there? So why don't you guys all sit in the fort?
My lord.
You can't get to the fort. Right.
Your will, my
Unity in
lord.
numbers.
As you wish, my
Strength in
lord.
numbers. Stand together and wait
my
us.
lord.
Wait our moving out. You get anything else? Diplomat. Somewhere else just could train a load of stuff. No, that was retrain. It was retrain. Because of the leather worker. Yeah, that's fine. I'm happy for you to get some leather in. Where are you going, Enidwythe? Cross the river at your crossing point. Don't use mine. Yes, Enidwythe has gone to war with the Dunedain. That should mean that they don't focus on us. I mean, we're allies anyway, so they won't. But it's just good to see, isn't it? It's good to see. Nice to see them tied up, busy somewhere else. And Theoden moves closer and closer to us. We just need to kill Freylaf and King Theoden Ednu, and then we're out. We can go and hit Foldberg. do we try and
I will
attack
only
Freyalaf?
impress you in battle.
Because again, our garrison here is a bit too strong, and I think they'll think we can... They won't think they can win, so they won't siege us. We really need them to siege us. Give it an end turn, let's see what happens. Ah, they merged with Theoden. Oh, that's interesting. I don't really want to wait. I don't think we can wait, unless that's the only army between us and them. And we've got the Bregnas affair. In Bregnas, obviously if they attack again, or when they attack again in a turn, I'll cut it unless they do something. But I would expect they probably won't do something. So for you lot, it's fine. 5 seconds will pass. But Muggins here has to sit here for 5 minutes waiting for the timer to go down. That's 5 minutes I'm never going to get back. Every single second that passes, tick, 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 is a second you never get back. Just think of that. All we have to do is decide what to do with the time that is given to us. The hordes of Khand. Khand are doing very well, and they want me to send an emissary to Angmar. Yeah, I can do that. I've got one of them.
Yes, my lord.
He's in the Breland as we speak.
Without question.
Where did you want it to go? Missions? Is that the nearest town?
Yes.
Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Yeah, we'll go and chat to them, sell some map information. They moved off. They've broken their army in twain. That's interesting. All right, let's just go out and hit them.
Come and get me, you.
Let us settle matters on the field of
We'll
battle.
kill Stibber, then we'll kill Theoden, and then we've got
Yes, my
got it in the bag. Can you train more than one unit? Can you train those 3 and keep them as free upkeep? That'll be good.
Your orders, my lord.
My lord.
Can I get you guys
Will, my
involved?
lord.
Ah, no, not really. Oh, I can against Stubber, because we're going to go Stubber first, aren't
Yes,
we?
my lord.
Orders. By your command.
Your orders, my lord.
Oh, Stubber,
Assembling
come
a
back.
mighty host to battle. We have
Ah,
triumphed.
who can
Your
attack
orders,
them?
my lord. Yes, your orders, my lord.
Bear with me as we now
Your
work
will,
out
my
which
lord.
people in our army can actually join in this fight.
Your will, my lord. Orders.
Should be everyone else. Yep, there we are.
My lord.
To battle.
Cavalry archers, skirmishers, normal Rohirrim, peasant scouts. All right, let's do this. We've got to hit them on the field. Never good to be hitting them on the field, but let's hit them on the field nevertheless.
Muster your courage,
And then we'll hit
men.
Theoden, then we'll get
We
down to
march
Foldberg.
into battle.
I can't do what I would normally do, which is to ignore them and just run for Foldberg and basically hope that it all works out, because that doesn't always
Battle
work.
seems to be
And when
swinging
the enemy's
in our
wandering
favour.
around your capital
From such
province, you
tidings
shouldn't
does
really do
victory
that.
emerge.
Shouldn't be that cavalier with it. Right, let's assume that they're going to come at us. Let's always, from now on, just assume the enemy is going to come for us. Because we've not been doing that of late, and it is costing us in preparation and the like. And we are going to have to develop, we're going to have to form up more of these. More defensive zoning circles, because the AI is getting rather tricky with it. Tricky, that's a young person terminology nowadays, isn't it? And it means that's not great. I looked upon your actions and I did not judge them in a good light. Tricky. Right, we have got some cav of our own, but let's not use it unless necessary. We don't really want to use anything unless necessary. But who's still left? You guys at the back there, you can stand behind them. That's not a problem. Start the battle. What are you going to do, Rohan? You coming for me? They did have an archer, didn't they? Oh, they got cavalry archers, haven't they? No ground archers, though. All right, yeah, we'll defend in the forest, in the woods and the trees. They're going to try and flank us because they love a flank. Pikes are down on the front line. Archers and things are firing. You guys are going to be good to javelin. You're good to javelin. Oh, the cavalry's coming in. Oh dear, we're taking a beating. We can't chase the cavalry down. That's the problem. As soon as we move forward, they'll just run the cavalry at us. So we just have to hope that our ranged units can get them. 1% plays 5. Get back in. Don't let the Rohirrim get you. Just about. Nice. And let's move you up there. Alright, our lines have met. If they're not flanking, curl around.
The battle is very much in our favour. Victory will be ours.
Alright, they're fighting under the trees. A delightful little setting under the trees. In the midst of the woodland, you'll find this beautiful little settlement. It's not a settlement, and we've just lost 30 of our cavalry in the initial charge alone. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous, guys. How are we doing down here? Are you guys moving out and ready yet? Come and hit these skirmishers, see if you can. Cavalry, come in and support the Rohan. Which one's the general? Oh, that's annoying. The skirmishing one that won't sit still. How many have we lost? 12%. I mean, we'd take losses even if we fight them in cities. Of course we will, but... What have we got up against them here? Come on, we can kill Rohan. How outmatched are we?
Without him, his troops will lose their will to fight.
Hill Riders have poor morale, 4 attack, and 7 defense. Rohirrim have average morale, 6 attack, and 11 defense. So they are getting on for about 1.5 times better, but we are massively outnumbering them there. And we have just killed the captain. Right, pull in the reserves. Let's get a rout going.
They have lost half their men.
There she rides. The Rohirrim are already running. I think that's the end of it.
Behold how our cowardly foe.
We don't really want any getting away,
it's time
so
to press the attack.
stop firing, stop firing. How many have we got? 81%. Let's move on, catch those. How many did we lose? 14% at the moment. Oh, that's not too bad. I'll take that. Not too bad at all. 94. Good little victory. 254 out of 2,000. Yeah, that's all right, isn't it? I'll take that. Cracking game of Age of Empires for you this week. Thoroughly enjoyed playing it. Hopefully it's enjoyable to watch. You'll have to let me know that. What are we in? 24 minutes. Oh, yeah, the plan is for the videos to be about 40-ish minutes in length. So 4 videos at 40 minutes is 160 minutes. Previously, you'd get 3 videos at 180 minutes. So I am doing you out of about 20 minutes. But let's be honest, most videos will probably be closer to 45. And if they hit 45, then you've got exactly the same amount of divide and conquer content, just spread out in different lengths. Hopefully that's a good for you. Right, what we'll do is, because of the losses and because of how strong the army is, and because we dislike Theoden, is those troops are going to train when I click the end turn button, so he won't be able to get into Dunland anyway. And if he sieges it, we'll just hit him. If he crosses the river, we'll hit him. If he comes and hits us, we'll hit him. Whatever happens, we're going to kill him, and then the army's just going to move straight on. Mop up whatever pathetic, middling little crappy armies come for us, and we'll get Foldberg. We'll have it on the end within the turn.
Your orders, my lord.
Frecker, let's move you a little bit closer just in case you're needed, but stay in the forts. Stay in the forts, old boy. Not until we've got your... Once we've got your unit, once you can train your unit, actually, I'd put you in a town and have you as a governor. Which is such a waste of a cavalry general, but because we need him for the script, we can't risk getting him killed. And we all know that I'm very likely to get him killed if I don't put him in the right place now. So, we'll need to keep him alive. Ancillary Training Grounds turns into the military camp, doesn't it? And it needs a Lord's Hall. Where are we? In the Tiger Club. Lord's Hall is all the way up there. So you're not going to get that anytime soon, because we don't make very much money. In fact, we are losing money for the first time in a long time. I bet that's because we're being sieged and because Theoden is raiding the countryside. Captain Felleroff comes again. All right, let's see if he's actually going to fight us this time. And if he is, we'll give him a left hook, and we'll give him a right hook the other way around, and we'll kill him. And then we'll see how Rohan feels then. But actually, him just in this never-ending little problem that he's got, I will take that. But what I'll do is, true to my word, I shall say goodbye to you for now, and see you if something actually happens. Welcome back. So, it is bugged. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's those... I should imagine, though, it's those exact army compositions that are causing the problem. But they just don't move. They break down the gate, and then they come in and don't do anything. So Bregnas will have to be monitored, and unfortunately every time they siege it we're going to have to skip it. But I don't think they're going to siege it for that long, because we're going to be attacking Foldberg, and they're going to be coming back because they're going to be very disappointed at that. Also, interestingly, they killed 2 of their own men with their own siege equipment, so always a delight when they do that. Oh, yes, I would like you to join the family. I would love a governor. Where have you gone, Konkar? Oh, goodness gracious. Where did that army come from? This is why we need to get to Foldberg as soon as possible to shut down this crap. Just as we assemble our army, boom, there's another one. Ready to come and kill us.
Gone.
We are losing troops every time Bregnus is besieged as well. Right, where did that fellow just start? There we are. Hello, Oleg. Oleg, you're going to go to Byrig and you're going to become the governor, sir.
Continuing tomorrow.
Hopefully you'll become a good governor. Right, let's kill Theoden then. And get this bow wrapped around this wonderful little start that we've had here. Theoden comes with Theoden's own bodyguard, which is Rohan bodyguards, nothing unique. And he's got some sellswords that he's bought along the way, some Rohirrim. Rohirrim archers, normal Rohirrim again, Arid skirmishers. They're not a rubbish army, to be honest. If we are unable to win this, I would be really surprised if we are unable to win this. The only downside here being that we're attacking with the army that's in support, which means it'll be a normal battle. If we had attacked with the garrison, then it would have been outside the city. Which I think might have helped us, because we could have... But then we wouldn't have been able to control this army. No, I suppose we would, yeah. Right, again, and as before, let's assume they're going to attack us. So let's stand back and build a wall. You guys, welcome to the wall. Let's group, actually, so that we know who we've used and where they're all standing and what everyone's up to and how they're all living. How are you living? What's your life like today? So, right, let's make it a bit tighter. We don't have that many ranged units. Although we have got some delightful... Oh, dear, got to group them up first. Yes, you can go there. And then our 2 archers taking up position at the back. Right, so we got 2 of you to go on the left-hand side. That's perfect. Covering there. And I'm going to take you 2 on the right-hand side, and we're going to form this wall. Don't catch the pikes. Yeah, there we go. Curl around a little bit, curl around a little bit. Right, you go there, cover that one. You go there, just cover there to make sure nothing comes through there. Cavalry at the back. And who's that? Oh, there's... Yeah, you can stand there. Right, now they might not attack us, but I just have a feeling that they might do because of... They seem to attack us all the time of late, so... And it does indeed look like they're coming in for an attack again, so... Glad that we're standing as we are. Everyone's in defensive mode, are we? Good. Save for the cav. Arid skirmishers coming straight in, Rohirrim archers, Yawling archers. They like doing that, don't they? They like sprinting in, hitting us with all their ranged units. Ah, now they're going to go and try and kill the reinforcements, but that's not the end of the world. Good luck, guys. Go and disrupt their formation, see what you can do. Where are they going? Why are they running away? They're not actually running away, are they? Oh, no, there we go. No, they're flanking us. Right, so the berserkers are already routing, but then they've charged their cavalry into pikes. Even if caught unawares, the pikes are still going to trade favourably in that. Well done. Ah, they've come back for us. They've got those berserkers and then they're on their way back. Rohan bodyguards, he's charged straight into the pike line.
The battle is very much in our favour. Victory will be ours.
I'd be surprised if victory was not ours, because this is an army, a very favourable matchup for us. Let's sprint the cavalry out. They're not going to flank around on this side, so let's spring this as a trap. Give them something to think about as our units will wake up. He's coming again, Theoden. Come on, someone knock him off the horse. I mean, he will die. The army here is just too small, and we unfortunately just have too many troops. There's no way they're going to win it. And they don't like our reinforcements because, again, they're pikes. Please go and attack over their reinforcements. I probably should have controlled you myself now that I think about it. Because I could really do with that siege not attacking me. Right, so let's charge the cavalry in and get the siege that way. Let's move you up the hill. You go and help hit those Rohan bodyguards. You guys on the Yawling Axemen come out of defensive mode. You as well. Encircle them. There you go. There you go. Get around them.
The enemy are badly
There
bloodied.
we are. Now
They
turn
have
and face
lost half
again,
their
because
men.
otherwise he'll get you. Right, you're going to go for the ballistic crew. You're going to come back and help and hit those. And we'll watch and see what to do with the other cavalry for the moment. This is their line here, though. Let's curl around and hit them here. Force them to run back. The cavalry will shut down. Oh, and there they go. They're coming for the cav. Why do you take so long to run? Why do you take so long to run? I double-clicked like 3 times before you actually moved where I needed you to move. Why are you so rubbish? I know I play at times 6 more than I should, but that's just because I like to... When the battle, all the plans are in place, everything's ready to go, you're just kind of waiting for us to win. I like to speed through when I do that. Right, they will fight on today for a very long time. Until Theoden dies. And Theoden's not going to die anytime soon. Because he's a cavalry bodyguard. Although that's a good little mix. There we go. The problem with pikes, though, is that you can't really afford to get them out of formation. But we've won on that side. We just need to get him killed. Oh, that was a good ballast. Good crossbow shots into him there. Very tasty. Right, let's surround the these troops down here. Cavalry, let's get back into there, please. You've just taken a hit from those Rohirrim archers. I don't think 6 bodyguards will do much more now, to be honest. What are we still facing? It's just mostly the sellswords and everything left now. What's that unit there, and why is it holding so well? It's completely surrounded, and yet it's formed a space. Oh, there we go. The pike's just pushing into it. There we are. That's them dead. Right, problem solved. Where's Theoden now? Theoden! Oh, he's having a go at the general. Ah, general. He's down to him just himself now, I think. Yeah, he is. He's not going to die easily. That's the problem. Everything else pretty much dead. Is that ours? Yeah, that's our reinforcements. There's some yawling archers up there still alive. Cavalry, go and kill those if you would.
Our men have slain.
Oh, and there we
Our
go.
cowardly foe runs.
Theoden's
It's time
dead.
to press the attack.
Capture them all. We need to send a message for this one. Some of them have already made it away, haven't they? Some of those cheating scum have already got away. We lost a lot more than we would like to in that one, but that is, again, it's all to be expected when we hit these bastards out on the field. 93 clan hunters. Slingers at the ready, sir. Slinging to their heart's content. We need to get to Foldberg. We need to just push through. I think we might have to hit Eisenrun on the way so as to get Rohan to focus on somewhere that's not... If we try and push for Foldberg, they'll just walk past us. They'll hit Dunland. So I think we need to go to Eisenrun. Hopefully we can get there before they come back.
We have triumphed.
Your orders, my lord.
As you wish.
Merge what can be merged. And then anything that's pretty low... no, we'll take the cavalry, actually. But 24 of you, you can go back in.
Splitting the troops.
Fallon Warriors, oh dear, no, you're going to take ages. Don't go with them then. Go with one of them, and then when you can, retrain them, but that should be alright for now.
Yes, my lord.
And let's make our move then. Oh, build a tower. We can't afford it. Ah, we're still losing money. Why are we losing so much money? I'm not doing anything wrong. Right, so we're going to hit Eisenrun. That should force Isengard. That should force Rohan to come back and think about what they're doing. Think about their lives. Look in the mirror and judge inwardly. Are we making the right decision?
Surrounded us.
And when they find that the answer is no, they're not, and we've got them. But we can't sit in Dunland. We won't get our 8 turns by turn 80 or whatever it is, 60 or 80, I can't remember. So we've got to push out, and so we're going to walk past that army on the way, which means we might lose Dunland. But if we can capture Eisenrun, if we can force Felleroff to stop attacking us, then we should be okay. They'll focus on Eisenrun, and we can hold with that army for a long time. In a city, that army will hold for a very long time. Particularly a bigger one. If we can get
My lord.
Volberg, if we can just get Volberg.
Without question.
So it's changed where's nearest to us. Eredluin and Angmar have gone to war. It's always good to see Eredluin on the side of good, even though they've chosen the
Your
rings.
orders, my lord.
Yeah, look, how far can
I
they go?
respect
Ah, we can get closer to
Yes,
them
my
than they can
lord.
get to us.
With honor.
Yeah,
We
we'll
shall
go
continue
Eisenrun.
Tomorrow.
We'll take
We
it.
can go no further,
I'd defend a
my lord.
village, even a defense in a village against Rohan is worthwhile. I will absolutely take that.
My lord.
You're going to keep
By
going
your
through.
command.
How are we doing now? Still
Continuing
losing about
tomorrow.
400 gold coins now.
Yes, my
Not
lord.
great. It's because of the army.
Your
We
orders,
can't even
my
afford to have that army. We haven't even done anything. Bregnas, did we destroy everything here? Yes, we did. And Dunland doesn't have anything, can't afford anything, won't afford anything. 24 of those won't be enough. But if we just sit in Dunland, we'll be sitting there forever because we can't afford 2 armies. So this unfortunately is what we have to do. Oh, will you just piss off, Rohan? I do not want to have to fight this battle about 19 times, so I'm afraid I'm just going to cheat it. Because I cannot be asked with sitting here for another 5 minutes. And I know that means that we get Bregnas, where we might not have gotten Bregnas, but I just can't be bothered to have to sit there for 5 minutes for the rest of time. So apologies, many of you were just like that. I should have done it off screen and just lied to you, but I didn't, because despite the cheating, there are some parts of me that are a man of honor. Right, I am going to sweep the rug out from under your expectation and save that battle for next time, because it will hugely decide how our assault goes and how much pressure we can keep on them. Eadric's got Helmingus, which is a very good archer unit. He's got Rohan bodyguards, of course, and Kynefrid has got a lot of cavalry. That's what we like to see. Again, not a particularly good army. The only thing I'm not too keen on with the new faction icons, and perhaps it's more a complaint with the units themselves than the icons, is that it's very difficult now to see which ones are the trash ones, which ones are the middle tier, which ones are the upper tier. And I suppose that's a problem with the units themselves. But I know this one has chainmail on, but those stats then don't support. They've got some units that are very, very good. Let's look at the Helmingers. 14 defense, 9 melee attack, 5 missile and 5 charge. That's a really good unit. And it looks very, very similar, to my mind, to units like these. Yawling Axemen and Spearmen. 8 defense, 6 attack, 4 attack, 12 defense. Whereas the Helmingus is in a tier sort of above that. And I keep not really picking out the Peasant Militia as well, because I'm used to them having I suppose it's just I'm not used to the icons. That's what I should say, really. I'm not used to these icons. Now, interestingly, they've done themselves dirty, and they've cut Aegar out of the battle, because they've gone for a knight one. We do outnumber them, but it thinks they're going to win. But I just don't think they will because of the amount of cavalry. And this time we will sit in a box and we will just defend and hopefully we'll get the win. But for now, that's going to be a lot for this one. So thank you very much for watching, if indeed you have. Please do let me know what you thought of the Eurovision Song Contest. I'm most interested in that. And are you all going to shun me with great animosity now? Are you going to be absolutely foaming at the mouth because I dared to cheat win at Bregnas? And let me know your thoughts on that. But as it's proven that it's just a bugged battle map, I'm just not there for that. I'm here for enjoyment, not for some grand achievement. So, but do let me know in any event, and do let me know what you would do. Am I doing the right thing, pushing for Eisenrun? Should I push for Foldberg instead? And let's be more interactive with this, rather than me tell you what I'm going to do. Assist me. What would you do? Would you have sat in Dunland knowing that we've only got till turn, I think it's turn 80. So we've only got 40 more turns, we need 2 more regions, but we can't afford 2 armies. How would you have gone about it? Let me know. And don't say, well, I would have done this 10 or 15 turns ago, because that's not going to help. Let me know what you do right now. But until next time, so remember, with the change to the system, the next episode is going to be a Reunited Kingdom one tomorrow, and then it will be Dunland again in 3 days' time. So you'll get 2 of each video per week instead of 3 one week and then none the next. It's 2 and 2 instead of 3 and nothing. So let me know your thoughts on all of that, and do you think that change is better as well? But until we speak again, dear friends, Navair Naden Pedamer Melunin, and farewell.